In Pramata Accelerate, you're able to create unique contract request forms that make it really simple for your business to submit those requests, be it a request to review a third-party contract, a request to draft from a pre-approved template, or perhaps a more bespoke agreement request, or again, just any ticket that should land on your desk. So, to affect the contract request forms as a system admin, I can click over to my settings where I can see my contract request wizard. Now, there is a standard contract requesting form, but you are able to create a contract request, what we call these specific pages for specific types of contracts or specific workflows in your business, meaning only certain questions need to be answered for certain workflows, that type of situation. Now, in Pramata, workflows are entirely no code. So if I want to edit my request form for my Cloud Pro MSA type request, I simply can select the data question type that I'm interested in, be it a date, email address, anything on this list. Once we've selected our text, our question type, I can go ahead and label what I want that question to say. Maybe I want to request any relevant information below. Maybe I want to request any other details. I can add those in here. Now, once that question label has been identified, there are a few different options to narrow down the scope of the data output. So maybe there's a default value. Maybe I want to allow users to enter multiple values. For my dates, I can select a date range, same thing with numbers and so on. We can make questions required. We can leave them as optional. And questions can even be conditional, much like the page itself. So maybe only this question needs to be answered if, certain conditions are met. I can save, don't need that condition. We'll save our workflow here and then save this page again. Now, contract requests within Pramata, like this pop-up indicates, can be tied to auto generation of drafts from your contract templates. So what we're going to show here is how to tie this contract request form to a template that lives within Pramata. Click over to the template section to talk about how we would accomplish this. Now, I just loaded this MSA into the workflow, and I'll show exactly what it looks like here. The only thing that would need to be done in order to prepare an template to be added into Pramata is just to know where you want text to insert into the agreement and then put it into this bracketed format. That way, those tags can be identified. Now, this Cloud Pro MSA was added into our system, and now we can tie that contract template to our contract request form. So I want to create a condition here. This contract is auto-generated when the request type equals MSA. I have the ability to affect whether this contract is created as an editable docx file or a non-editable PDF. If I want to email my requester, I'll leave those at the default value now. And then that tag that was identified within the document can be tied to a form question. So I'll tie this here to what is the legal name of the party to this agreement. Press next. We'll skip conditional logic for now. And now that contract template has been tied to my request form. So if I want to actually go ahead about creating a draft from that standard request, really simple for my business users who can request, of course, within the system. Also, they can request from other tools like Salesforce or Outlook. We'll stick with the example of our Cloud Pro MSA. Tie this to an account. Enter some of these details here. And then I'm brought into that specific request form for my MSA. Good. Submit. And that contract request has been created from this page here. filter to show all contract requests. And then we can pop open this document and see that output right here with our token inserted correctly.